Now here with Reaction Florida, Congressman Mike Waltz is with us. Fox and Friends weekend co-host, our friend Pete Hegseth is with us. And I'll add to that, Mike Waltz, Congressman, hundreds from Iran, the #1 state sponsor of terror, unvetted. Syria, hundreds from there. Thousands from Egypt, thousands from Afghanistan. 12,000 from Russia, 26,000 from China. Do you think they're coming to the southern border because they want a better life for themselves and their families? Or do you think that maybe some of them are coming because they have nefarious intentions against the American people in our country?
Well, Sean, the FBI director is repeatedly going on record, ringing the alarm bell, says he has nearly 300 individuals on the terrorist watch list that they are trying to track all over the country right now. And just by point of perspective, under President Trump and his entire administration, it was 11 compared now to 300. And I'll remind everyone, the shooter in Pulse nightclub was also on the terror watch list. But to your broader point, Sean, our enemies do not fear Joe Biden. They smell opportunity and weakness right now. You have, for example, the Houthis, backed by Iran, shooting at commercial ships in the Red Sea, shooting at our sailors. Our sailors are not authorized to shoot back at them, only shoot down the missiles only. And oh, by the way, President Trump designated this group terrorists. And Biden, one of the first things he did was delist them and say, no, they're not terrorists. So everybody between that, Afghanistan, his dithering, everyone has gotten the message. And Xi and Putin have said so. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and they are on the march.
You know, when I heard Director Wray, Pete, last week, I found his comments interesting, but I kept thinking, where have you been? Now, I know they've been very busy looking into tiger moms and dads that go to school board meetings or going after pro-life activists or investigating traditional Catholics or talking to big tech companies so that they can censor material that they knew would be likely coming out before a presidential election. Why is it now all of a sudden that he realizes 8+ million unvetted Joe Biden illegal immigrants is a problem to our national security?
Sean, because he knows more than we do. He sees what's self-evident to all your viewers right now, that when you don't have sovereignty and you don't have a border and you don't know who's coming in and you've got a lot of enemies and you've got a commander-in-chief asleep at the wheel, you got a dangerous situation. And if you're caught later on not acknowledging that, then you were complicit in that. But he's not doing anything about it. To your point, his focus is elsewhere. The border's wide open, and the Islamic Republic of Iran is not just running carte blanche around the Middle East. It's benefiting from the policies of the Biden administration, which continues to seek deals, continues to unleash money, which puts them at the table on negotiations and then ties the hands of our guys with no strategic umbrella in that region. What are we doing there? Either pull the troops out of Iraq and Syria because they're just targets, or provide a strategic umbrella for them by putting Iran in their place and saying, like Trump did, you're going to pay if you try to, or let Israel do it. But what the strategy is right now is absolutely no strategy. And as a result, as the congressman pointed out, we look weak. And wait until one of ours is killed. I mean, we've shot down a lot, but some have made it through, and only by the grace of God.
And Congressman, nearly 100 attacks against our troops and no response, so to speak. And now China, even more aggression. And they have been very aggressive in international airspace against our fighter jets. They've been very aggressive against our Navy in international waterways. And the reaction has been to do nothing. They've been aggressive towards our ally, Taiwan. Joe has done nothing. The spy balloon, he does nothing. Unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, he does nothing. Why is he so reluctant and resistant to challenging, our top geopolitical foes when they get aggressive towards us?
Yeah, Sean, actually, I would say it's worse than doing nothing. When the entire world is watching Biden's entire cabinet, literally, I think it was everybody on the cabinet, chasing Chinese officials around the world going to see them on their ground, on their turf, under their rules, only when Chairman Xi says they can come after the spy balloons and all the aggression that you just laid out. It actually is worse than nothing. It makes us look weak not only to our adversaries, but to our allies as well. And when our allies don't believe the United States will provide that umbrella of freedom, then they start cutting deals on their own. They start hedging their bets. That's why it's so dangerous. And then you add the climate agenda on top of that, which is making us literally dependent on China for our energy, while driving the price of oil higher. That's making Russia and Iran rich. It is moving us backwards. We're not even treading water. We are getting less and less safe by the day under Joe Biden. We've got to get back to Donald Trump.
The world is more dangerous than ever before. This is what the world looks like when an American president abdicates our leadership role on the world stage. Congressman, thank you. Pete, great to see you. Thank you.